We are discussing electricity. Yes, students, are you interested? This topic is common topic, Unit 5, Science 8th Standard, Unit 5, Electricity. So, electricity is a physics subject. Electricity is a physics subject. Just introduction. So, do you know this? The current. The current is. So, we are need for life through for the current. So, without current, we cannot sophisticated life. It leads to the sophisticated life. Just introduction. I read that lesson. All things we use in our life are made up of elements. Each element is made up of atoms, which is the smallest unit. John Dalton, the scientist, considered the atoms cannot be divided further, but it was found out later through Rutherford's cold foil experiment that atoms are made up of particles like proton, electron, and neutron. Movement of electrons in a material constitutes electric current and generates an energy called electric current energy or electricity. We use this energy in our life for various needs: electric bulbs, fans, electric iron box, washing machines, and refrigerators are some of the appliances which work with the help of electricity. In this lesson, we will study about electric charges, how they are transferred. This lesson covers the electric circuits and the effects of electric current. So, do you know this atom? Since we have discussed already, an atom is the smallest unit of ordinary matter that forms a chemical element. Every solid, liquid, gas, and plasma membrane is composed of neutral or ionized atoms. So, Rutherford cold foil experiments conducted for this that particles like in the atoms are the particles like proton, electron, and neutrons here in the that particles. So, the electric current and generates an energy. So, it is leads to that electric energy. That's why it is called as electricity. So, next one it is atom. An atom consists of proton, electron, and neutron, which is called subatomic particles. Proton and neutron are found inside the nucleus, which is at the center of an atom. Electrons revolve around the nucleus and different paths are called orbits. In an atom, the number of protons and the number of electrons will be equal. There is a force of attraction between the protons in the nucleus and the electrons in the orbits. Electrons in the inner orbits are strongly attracted by the protons and they cannot be removed from the atom easily. But the electrons in the outermost orbits are loosely bounded and they can be easily removed from atoms. So, this is that atom model. So, this is that atom model. This one it is the neuron. The plus symbol is proton. The minus symbol is electrons. So, an atom is the smallest unit. An atom is the smallest unit. It contains electrons, protons, and neutrons. So, it is that subatomic particles. Because of this, it is inside this protons and neutrons. It is a subatomic particles. The nucleus at the center. This one it is the nucleus at the center. So, electrons are revolved surrounding that. That is why it is called orbits. That's why it is called orbits. So, in any atoms, it is an equal number of protons and electrons are here. So, next one it is the protons are attracted by this electrons. Electrons are attracted by this protons. So, it is easily attracted. Because of this one is a minus, this one is minus, this one it is a plus. So, it is easily attracted. It cannot be easily removed from this atoms. So, next we discussed about this charges. Next we discussed about this charges. Charge or electric charge is a basic property of matter that causes objects to attract or repel each other. It is carried by the subatomic particles like protons and the electrons. Charges can neither be created nor be destroyed. There are two types of charges, positive charge and negative charge. Protons carry positive charge and electrons carry negative charge. There is a force of attraction or repulsion between the charges. Unlike charges attract each other and like charges repel each other. Electric charges is a physical property of matter that cause it to be experience a force. When placed in an electromagnetic field, there are these two types of electric charges. So first one it is that positive charge and a negative charges. Positive charge, the electrons carrying the negative charge. Protons having for protons. If having for this protons, it is a positive charge. If having for this electrons, it is a negative charge. It is a force attraction and repulsion are here. So which one it is a repulsion takes place? So attraction takes place is that. So that is the attraction takes place. That is the attraction takes place. The same charges repel each other. The same charges repel each other, and this unlike charges. That means that plus and minus it is attract each other. So it is maybe this minus that electrons repel each other. This one it is attract each other. So electric charge is measured in coulomb. Small amount of charge that can exist freely is called elementary charge. That means E. Its value is 1.602 in 10 power minus 19 C. That means coulomb. C means coulomb. This is the amount of charge possessed by each proton and electron. But the protons have positive elementary charge and electrons have negative elementary charge. Since the protons and electrons are equal in number, an atom are electrically neutral. So electric charges measured by coulomb. Measured by coulomb. So that is denoted by capital C. So that is otherwise called as E. That is the elementary charge. That is that elementary ages. So that its value is 1.602 into 10 power 19. So we are already discussing about this positive charge. It carrying this proton, negative charge it is carrying the electrons. So positive element it is denoted by this that plus E. That is E means elementary charge. Then electrons is the negative charge, that means the minus. So it is the protons and the electrons are equal in number in any atoms. So because of the electricity is a neutral one. Next one it is a transfer of charges. As we saw earlier, electrons is a negative charges at topmost orbit of atom can easily removed. They can be transferred from the one substance to other substance. The substance which gain electrons become negatively charged, and the substance which losses the electrons becomes positively charged. Transfer of charges takes place in the following ways: transfer by friction, transfer by conduction, transfer by induction. So transfer of charges. Already we know about this electrons having the negative charge and protons having this positive charge. But the electrons is at outermost layer. It presents under the outermost layer. That is why it's called this orbit. It is transferred from this that one substance to this one substance from this one substance to other substance. So it gaining this electrons. So it gaining this electrons becomes negatively charged. Releasing the electrons it is called protons. Transfer by friction, transfer by conduction, transfer by induction. Transfer by friction. So take a comb and place it in some species of paper. Are they attracted by the comb? No. Now comb your dry hair and place it near them. What do you see? you can see that the paper pieces are attracted by the comb now. How is it possible? Comb rubbed with her gains electrons from their hair and becomes negatively charged. These electrons are accumulated on the surface of the comb. When a piece of paper is stirred into pits, positive and negative charges are present at the edge of the pits. Negative charges in the comb attract positive charges in the pits. So the paper pits are moving towards the comb. While combing hair, charges are transferred from the hair to comb due to friction. If the hair is wet, the friction between the hair and the comb reduces, which will reduce the number of electrons transferring from the hair to comb. Hence, the rubbing scented materials with one another can cause the built-up electrical charges on the surface. From this, it is clear that charges are transferred by friction. So, you see that for this side. So, you observe for that comb. So, come just you are rubbed for there in your hair. So when this insulating materials transfer by friction, first we discussed about this transfer by friction. So when insulating materials rub against each other, they may become electrically charged. The electrons are actively charged, may be rubbed off one material onto this other. So that the material that gains the electrons becomes negatively charged. Just your comb, just to take your comb rubbed in your hair. So it is coming for this negatively charged the hair and becomes negatively charged. The electrons is accumulated in this comb. The electrons is accumulated in this comb in your hair. Positive and negative charges are here. In the comb, it can be attracted. So sometimes in the wet hair, sometimes if hair is home for this wet hair, the friction between this hair and the comb reduces. So the number of electrons are transferred from this hair to the comb. Hence, the rubbing the scented materials one another. So build up the electrical charges are created in the surface. So this is the transfer of friction. So next another one example is similar effect can be seen when we rub few materials with one another. When a glass rod is rubbed with the zinc cloth, the free electrons in the glass rod are transferred to the silk cloth. It is because the free electrons in this glass rod are less tightly bound as compared to that is in silk cloth. Since the glass rod loses the electrons, it has the deficiency of electrons and hence acquires a positive charge. But the silk cloth has excess of electrons, so it becomes negatively charged. So transfer of charges in glass rod. This one is a silk cloth. So this is a glass rod. So when a glass rod is rubbed with that silk cloth, acquires positive charge, The rod is a positive rod and the silk cloth acquires a negative charge. Silk cloth is a negative charge. Electrons are removed from the glass rod and added to that silk cloth. So, but the silk cloth, the excess of electrons are here, so becomes at negatively charged. So, that is the third example is